This video is dedicated to the memory of Josh Cantrell and Edgar Estrada. All right, hey, what's up, everybody? This is Brian. I'm here with Israel and Vince. We're just kind of hanging out and just thought we'd update you on a few things and just kind of talk about stuff. So, about the metal swap meet, we should have vendor tickets for sale soon. I'm hoping in the next couple weeks. We should have VIP tickets for sale.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of aiming for May 1st.
Yep. Aiming for May 1st. Hopefully we'll have some VIP and general admission tickets as well. So we can get get the ball rolling, get everybody excited about this and get you guys get your entrance secured.
Yep. And so yeah, I think this might be one of the first times we're doing general admission in advance. We might have done it that one year at Courtyard.
Yeah, I think we did it once or twice before. Yeah. Worked out really well, I think.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah.
What else we got? We could kind of talk about some of the bands that are playing.
Absolutely.
I'll try to put in a little clip in the edit.
Yeah.
So we got Evildead headlining.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think we've been trying to get Evildead to play with us here for probably 5 or 6 years now. And once the pandemic hit, it kind of, ruined it again. So finally, we have Evildead coming back. And the cool thing about it is that they actually have a newish sort of album that they put out, I think, about a year ago.
United States of Anarchy.
United States of Anarchy they put out about a year ago. So that's a plus. So they'll be playing some tracks off of that. It's a really good album. Plus the older stuff that they have. I think they have a couple other albums, 2 or 3 albums. This is one of those bands that doesn't play live so much anymore, so it's a real treat for us to finally have them here in San Diego. I think this might be the first time they played down here.
As far as I know, yeah.
As far as we know, it's the first time they're playing San Diego. Might be the last, so it's your chance to check out Evildead, a classic, legendary thrash metal band. It's got members of Body Count, Abattoir. Basically, all the guys who played in Evildead in the beginning went on to form, huge bands and
Agent Steel.
Yeah. I mean, the list goes on and on. So we're really, really happy to have them finally here, and I think it's been a while since we've had a headlining thrash metal band at the Metal Swap Meet, so we're stoked about that. So get your tickets.
Yeah, and the band underneath them is the Lord Weird Slough Feg.
Composition lies, skepticism grows. The sophistry of the soul of my knowledge will conquer the earth, and the sons of my college will rise and defy.
Or sometimes shorten it to Slough Feg, but they brought it back to the Lord Weird. So, if you don't know them, they're kind of a band that's hard to categorize. They came out like around 1990, and were doing the opposite of what was popular at that time. They were like kind of like the anti-death metal, kind of like what Iced Earth were doing. I hate to bring up those guys, but Iced Earth were doing. They weren't doing death metal in the 90s.
Right. They have like a kind of like a weird mix of like heavy metal with doom, with a classic old school new wave of British heavy metal kind of mixed in there as well.
Thrashy parts,
Yeah, so it's a really one of those bands that you just like because they just incorporate so much of the older stuff in there, and they have really catchy tunes. So we're super happy. They'll be coming down from San Francisco. The Metal Swap Meet. So really cool.
Then coming up, I guess the next band would be Gene Hoglan.
Take construction of your soul. No good can save you all. Remember sacrifices come from within. You can rise up above the lies, 'cause you can tell hope from a sin. When it comes to saving yourself, you're always first. First one in line. Into the hell of our making. Now that she comes, you'll take the blame. Into the hell of our making.
Yeah, and that's a good one. That's a
Gene Hoglan, the Gene Hoglan Experience. Is that what he's calling it?
I think that's what he calls it.
Yeah.
So Gene Hoglan finally giving us the nod at Metal Swap Meet. We've seen him around many times at the Swap Meet, kind of hanging out and you know getting merch. So we finally managed to snag him, and it's gonna be a real treat for all of us because he kind of incorporates like a drum clinic type of style, but at the same time he plays songs off the different albums he's played. He plays songs from Death, from Testament, from Strappy Young Lad, from Dark Angel, from all his different projects, and he talks a little bit. And there's a kind of like a Q&A with the fans as well. And he talks about the recording process of these songs. He has some road stories that are fairly cool. So it's like a whole, it is the Gene Hoglan Experience. So pretty much anything you wanted to know about Gene Hoglan and his drumming style, it's going to be right there open to you and everybody else. So we're really stoked that he's going to be here. And from what I hear, he's got a lot of new stuff that he's added to his program. So we're really happy to have him join us finally. He'll also have plenty of merch to sell, and he'll be doing like a meet and greet with fans as well, signing autographs, stuff like that. So if you're a big drum fan, or just a big metal fan overall, just hey, come on down.
He's probably played on one of your favorite albums.
He probably has, yes. More than likely.
The next up is Stygian Crown.
We're almost complete. Take your soul. Leave the rest to show. Take your soul. All your way the skip has seen better days. The ages haven't been kind.
And they are, I would call them kind of like Epic Doom.
Yeah,
You
could say that.
If you're kind of into the Candlemass kind of thing, they kind of fit that, but with kind of, I would say, their own elements.
Right. I think it's like a mix of like Candlemass, some Saint Vitus thrown in there as well. It's a female vocalist, so it gives it that sort of spin as well, which really mixes well with the music. And I think it's one of those bands they haven't been around for a long time, but they are playing a bunch of festivals here, a bunch of festivals overseas as well. So we really dug what they were doing, and drummer Rhett has been a big friend of the Metal Swap Meet, has been one of the vendors as well. So we were like, hey man, come on down.
He's played too, right? The Venom tribute band.
He did play with Sons of Satan. Yeah,
Sons
the
of Satan.
Venom.
Yeah.
I remember that, dude. You have
Yeah.
good memory. So they're coming down. So we're really happy about Stygian Crown coming down as well. And they have an album that they put out last year. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, and they're on the same label as Slough Feg.
Slough Feg.
Cruz del Sur.
Cruz
I
del
think they're out of Spain or Italy.
I don't know.
might be Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Then the opening band will be San Diego's own Nightshadow.
Tonight will be thrilling to see we're killing. The moonlit night saw when I strike the prime time for fear and mayhem. Will you be my prey? What do the voices say? They want to hear you pray. No chance as your throat is cut, your dying words fade as you groan in pain. The shadows I crave, the thrill of the chase, the rush of my blade sinking your
Very kind of speed thrash.
Yeah.
In that realm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Really
like
good
you,
stuff.
Yeah. Really great, good band. I think they're on, God, what's the name of the label?
They're on. I'll think of it because now I don't remember.
Metal Assault.
Metal Assault.
I think they're on Metal Assault Records. They have one album out, really, really, really hard hitting album, speedy power metal, and those guys have a really bright future ahead of them here, and they're from the local band, really nice guys, and we're really happy to have them. It's kind of like it's gonna be like an up and down thing, like a roller coaster, right? We got Nightshadow with the speed, and then you got Stygian Crown with a
bringing us back to the baseline.
yeah, bringing us back to the doomy stuff, and then we got Gene Hoglan doing everything he does. A little more speed, slow fade, kind of like mid-pace, heavy metal, and then we got Evildead to kind of punch us in the
Snap
face.
our necks, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's the band. What else we got to go over?
What day is the swap meet again?
Saturday, October
Good question.
15th. Yeah, Saturday, October 15th at Setting Sun. Setting Sun Sake in Miramar.
Exactly.
And I guess while we're talking about Setting Sun, they're kind of having some trouble getting through the whole COVID, where they really didn't have a lot of income. So if you please go and like Setting Sun Sake on Instagram, Facebook, and if you could give them a donation or buy some bottles off them or join their Ronin Club.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would really appreciate that. And some of you might be wondering, like, if the Metal Swap Meet's going to still be around if Setting Sun goes under, which I hope they don't, and I don't think they will.
Yeah.
But we'll still be around, and don't really worry about us. We'll be fine.
Right. Yeah. It's just they've been our primary sponsor since the beginning. That when we started at the Marilani Makers District, they were really, really gracious with hosting us there, and we'd like to keep it that way. So if you have a chance, go ahead and visit the page. They're doing a bunch of like fundraiser things that they're doing with specials on sake, gear, all kinds of stuff that they're doing to raise funds to keep the metal, keep their sake brewery going on. And for those of you who don't know sake, who've never had sake, or even if you had traditional sake, this is completely different.
I think they're one of the only craft sake breweries in San Diego. If not
They're the only one.
They're the only one in San Diego, probably the best one in the West Coast. They really, really do take pride in their work, and the sake they create is not just the regular traditional sake that you would have at a sushi place or anything. They make different types.
You don't drink it hot.
Right.
No.
It's kind of one of those things. Craft sake that has different flavors, different.
Yeah, they got the traditional stuff. Then they kind of go wild with the adding fruit,
Yep.
hops, stuff like that. Barrel aging.
Barrel aging. They have canned stuff that's really. I mean, it tastes almost like a
frozen
seltzer.
ones I've had.
It cocktails as well that are fucking delicious. I was never a sake drinker until I started visiting them. So, give them a visit. Check them out on their social media and find out how you can help them. Stay in Miramar and by helping them out, you help us out as well.
That's right. Also, we've been doing some reviews on our website. So if you go to metalswapmeet.com, we got some reviews. We always post about it on our socials. But lately we've had reviews for Dark Funeral. You did one for Sabaton.
Sabaton, yeah, I did.
Todd did one for bands that pick up picked up the torch for Balsagoth.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, which is cool. An Immolation one, and the new Violence EP.
Violence EP.
So Eric's been killing it. Todd's been killing it. You did a review. I've done one a while ago, but it's pretty cool. If that's your kind of thing, go check it out.
Yeah,
and we also post Metal Swap Meet news there too.
Yes, of course. Check out metalswapme.com because that's where we post the majority of our bigger news. Well, pretty much any news are going to go on there as well as our socials. But always give that a visit, especially if you like checking out new albums. You want to get a recommendation for a good one. Jump on there, and we're going to have more reviews coming soon as well. Hopefully some show reviews that we're working on, some interviews that cross our fingers. Now that the pandemic is kind of receding, we're gonna have some interviews with some of the touring bands. I'm sorry. We have one next week with Crowbar, so make sure you check that out once it's out.
Yeah, we've also been doing ticket giveaways. Live Nation has been gracious enough to give us some shows to give away. So keep an eye on our socials. That's where we've been giving those away.
We just have Rob Zombie, Korn.
Iron
Maiden. We had
Iron Maiden. We got a bunch coming up.
Yep.
We got the Sepultura show. We got the it's just so many. So if you are promoting a show and would like us to help you out, let us know. We do a ticket giveaway, and maybe we'll get some extra eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, what about that Wacken battles? You guys were the judges.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Somebody actually cares what we think about bands. So we had a pretty cool experience a couple weeks ago, doing the round 2 of the Wacken Metal Battles at the Brick by Brick, the San Diego edition, I guess.
So it's like a kind of weird. It's like a kind of a battle of the bands where it tiers up, and I think you can make it all the way to playing the Wacken Festival.
Right. I guess San Diego has a regional battle that they go through a few rounds, and then they go to a final, which I believe is this Saturday is the final for all the San Diego bands. There's a LA one, there's a couple of East Coast ones, and out of all those, they have a real final one that goes in LA. And from that one, they pick the winner that goes to represent the U.S. at Wacken, Germany in August. So it's a really cool event, really cool opportunity for bands that are unsigned to kind of test their chops against everybody else, and hopefully, eventually, if they make the cut, they make it all the way to Germany and play at one of the most popular festivals in the world. So it was really neat that they gave us a trust to actually pick out some of the winners. So it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the bands were good.
Yep.
The judging is a little the bands have to be able to change over real fast, set up and tear down real fast because they're judged on that crowd reaction.
Right.
So
stage presence. Stuff
it isn't easy to win it, but I think all the bands had fun, even the ones that didn't continue on.
Yeah. So good luck to all the bands doing it this Saturday. We'll be out there hanging out on Saturday if this comes out before Saturday. If not, congratulations to the winner.
Yeah. We recorded this before the show, and Mithrium won. So congratulations to them, and go support them Saturday at the Viper Room. I forgot to mention from the Metal Swap Meet, we're also going to have Derek Riggs back.
Hell yeah.
Iron Maiden artist.
Derek Riggs.
And DJ Katon from Hyrax will be there, spinning music between bands.
Badass.
That's kind of all I have.
There's a lot of shows and stuff coming up. How did you guys feel about that, going back to the show again?
Great.
I think it's good.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
I think the Metal Battle was the first one I was at since the pandemic came around, so I was super happy to be there. And I've already got tickets to Hypocrisy that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Amorphis up in LA, and one other one that I can't remember. Brought in Christ, Borknagar, that's coming to the Observatory. Or no, they're coming to Brick by Brick.
Yeah.
Brick by Brick. So I got tickets to that, and I'm just so happy to be back. We got all our shots, kind of like, when you say your dog. We got a rabies shot now.
So you no longer have the drip.
I don't. I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah.
Now it's like all these tours that have been on hold are like getting unleashed, and there's just like now there's almost like there's so many shows.
Yeah, I think all of April there's at least 1 or 2 every week. May you can't. I mean, there's enough to shake a stick at. You'll hit anything. Every weekend there's a big show coming through town.
I think most of the venues are back open again, right?
Yes, from what I understand, most of them are open. I think there's most of them in San Diego are asking for vaccination status or a test.
Yeah.
A test 72 hours prior, what have you. You'd have to check with the venue. I think Napalm Death's also coming. They're coming in April. They're playing the Soda Bar. Did you guys see that?
So that place might just like fall apart.
They're gonna be in there like stuffed like sardines. I checked the website yesterday, and they still have tickets available.
Yeah,
and they're only $22, I think.
That's insane.
So that's just fucking crazy for a place that holds maybe 200 people at the most.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked about that. I think that's everything we have. Or no? Yeah, I think so. Right.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, hope everybody's doing good. We hope to see you at the Metal Swap Meet. If you got any questions about the Metal Swap Meet or anything we talked about, just drop a comment, especially on the YouTube page. That's where we kind of like trying to grow that a bit.
Yeah. Subscribe, give it a like. Oh, one thing I think we forgot. We talked about Stygian Crown and we talked about Slough Feg. We have some albums to give away, some CDs to give away. So we'll be out at some of the events here at San Diego. If we can set up a table, we will. We'll give out some of these albums out. We'll give out some of our shirts, Metal Swap Meet shirts. So if you catch us there, just drop by and say hi. We're probably just going to hand one to you. And, keep supporting metal here in San Diego and wherever you're at.
All right. Thanks, guys.
See you soon.
Easy.